So this one's I've seen a few articles claiming that Bungie's at war with their user base, and I think it's pretty off target. But you had some thoughts about where this is coming from.
For sure. So why don't you set up for folks what exactly is happening with some of these articles? What are you exactly pointing to?
So basically, they're saying that because this user Mega Man EXE was able to predict Xur's inventory, Bungie went ahead and changed their code so that it was more random. Or at least there's two versions of it. That's what Mega Man EXE is claiming. There's two versions of it now, one that's completely random and one that was kind of whatever the old one is. And I don't think that necessarily indicates that Bungie is at war with anybody. I think it's just them looking at their code being like, oh my God, this isn't random. Let's improve it. But how are they at war with their user base? Why would you want to punish them? It doesn't make any sense. Like, okay, they're not going to put Galahorn in their inventory again. Like, I get emails about this conspiracy theory that Bungie is purposefully not selling Galahorn again, and I deserve Galahorn, and I put in 900 hours and I didn't get Galahorn. Bungie, I hate you. And I'm like, dude, I don't think they're like signaling you out so that you keep playing. You might have an addictive personality that doesn't like make you put on the brakes.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely want to leave before I answer your question though about like what does it mean, to put in a title, Bungie's at war. Yeah. I do want to preface this with that we are in the business of writing about sort of what's happening in certain games. And Destiny is a game that is always changing. And to some degree, a lot of the changes in that game have been brought about by
the community,
by what people have discovered as either, some of it unacceptable and some of it, just ways around certain things in that game. Maybe at war is a little too much, but at the end of the day, I don't think the algorithm or whatever got changed for Xur would have been changed had this user not been able to accurately predict week by week what the inventory was going to be.
So here's how all the inventories work, right?
Okay.
Because I've sat around for Eris and stuff like that.
Got it.
At midnight or 1 o'clock or whatever the time is now, the inventory changes and it updates.
Okay.
So at that point, Mega Man EXE is able to say, okay, this week it's going to be this. Because it refreshes and he's able to pull it from the netcode to know what Xur is going to have when he reappears in the tower, wherever he reappears.
Okay.
And that's fine. But Bungie going in and saying, oh, yeah, I don't really like how that works. It should be random. We don't want this guy predicting because for me, that sucked. I would know what would happen on Tuesday as opposed to on Friday. I mean, it made my Fridays a lot more open. But but I want to be surprised. I like that surprise. I like coming back and be like, ooh, what's he got? Oh, yeah, he has that thing that I want.
Okay.
And it was a little weird.
I do think, though, that part of that, I don't know. I think that to a degree, Destiny is, and you know what? Maybe we should reach out to some guests who work on a live game. Talk to like the Blizzards of the world. Because the thing is, you can't predict what players are going to do. You can make a game for a certain type. You can make a certain genre game. You can put all this time in story. You can put all this time in making these spaces. But at the end of the day, you can't patch what players do.
True.
You can't predict the walls they're going to try and break down and the things they're going to try and do from it. I don't think it's necessarily bad to call attention to the fact that Bungie has made changes to Destiny with the result of trying to keep some of the mystery and preserve some of the sort of the game that they want it to be. And I mean, look at the changes, right? I mean, you've seen changes in, they patched the loot cave. They've it took forever, but heavy ammo finally got fixed. There were changes constantly being pushed out to the raids because when they first launched, when Vault of Glass first
everybody
launched,
just cheesed them.
Yeah, everyone just cheesed them. Same thing with Crota when it launched. There was Warlock res like cheeses and things like that on the bridge. You didn't even have to do the bridge in order to be able to pass that section. But
those changes I kind of understand.
I don't think it indicates war. I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
You think that's inflammatory. I completely can side with you on that. But no one can deny that Destiny is an ever-evolving thing, and that at the end of the day, Bungie is going to do everything that they can to preserve that and to make sure that players are still having what they hope is a good time. Maybe they're spending too much time on that and less on getting other things
like
done.
heavy ammo when that was the thing.
Yeah, as a result.
That's
but it
the
is
big
a
complaint.
live game, so it's hard to push changes to it.
And they make it sound like it's like 3 dudes in a room. It's like a team of 200 people. They're all working on different things. It's not like the whole team stops and fixes the raid bugs.
Yep. Yeah. So, but I agree with you that it's not really so much war as it is just trying to make sure that everyone who's playing Destiny is getting the best out of it that they can, at least until House of Wolves comes out. And we're back to that point. House of Wolves, do it, please be good.
Yeah.
Oh, just hang on. I need a minute. I need a moment. Drop a date. When is this coming out?
Oh,
Are we
okay,
on House of Wolves watch?
April, May, or June. So yeah, House of Wolves watch.
Wolves watch.
All right,
Get your binoculars.
That's funny. Oh God, I'm gonna say May 20 something, like May 23rd, like a Tuesday.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow, you're going down to the date. You're not even just giving a month.
Yeah.
All right.
What do you got?
I don't have
They
anything.
have April, May, and June.
I don't
They're
think
not
it's
gonna
April.
launch in June. No way they launch end of June.
Why?
Maybe beginning of June, like E3 is in June, right?
I mean, you can show it at E3.
E3 is in June though. They're not gonna like do E3 like House of Wolves launched today.
No,
That
but,
seems-
But it could be an
They get like
announcement
no
for-
coverage. They would be buried in the coverage.
That's not
They-
true. At E3, you'd get plenty of coverage.
Maybe if it was playable, but what are you gonna play? Like one of their strikes? People want to see, more
Because-
than that.
No, I agree.
Yeah, they want to see the raid.
Well, it's not April. As sad as that. I mean, I don't think it's April. If it's April, we would have heard about it by now.
Late May, they want to get that out
Can I ask you a question?
before E3, I think.
Dark Below. When did
Yeah.
you see, or like you were involved with some pre-release coverage on Destiny? When did you get to touch /see/ did you get to go near Dark Below before it came
When
out?
it came out.
That was it.
Yeah,
That was it.
I didn't get any advanced coverage. Nobody did, or we
Nobody
didn't.
did. Yeah.
I think Game Informer had an exclusive,
Okay,
but
good for
that
them.
was all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna go with May. I don't think it slips past May. I think if it
You're
slips
copying
past
me.
May, I am copying you a little bit. Well, no, because I think you could get coverage out of it at
Mm-hmm.
E3 for sure. It can show up at Sony's press conference and
Needs-
be a cool thing. Dark Below.
Yeah.
I mean, House of Wolves.
The
here
week
it is.
before E3 is rumor week. All the rumors about what's going to be at E3. The week of E3 is crazy news for like the first 3 days, and then it's kind of So maybe end of June could be feasible, like after E3, after it's kind of
But if
calmed
House
down.
of Wolves is a May
But I
thing,
really think it's going to be like that third week in May.
But if House of Wolves is a May thing, and it could well be, let's say first week of May is House of Wolves.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Does that mean June is talk about Comet at E3?
Nah,
No.
they're holding Comet for later in the year.
Okay. Write
Yeah.
in. Tell us what you think.
There's another 300 emails. Thanks, Jose.
You're welcome. And I think we're out of time.
We are.
We are. All right. Well, thank you for listening to Fireteam Chat, IGN's Destiny show. We will be back with a regular guest, hopefully, next week, on top of Fran Mirabella, who unfortunately could not be a part of the show this week. He is away on family business. But that said,
This is a heated episode. It was
a
very
little bit,
serious.
A little bit. Yeah, it is. And I still don't think matchmaking should be in rates.
It should be.
I'm kidding. You can leave us feedback at iTunes, or you can head on over to IGN where we have a bunch of videos. Destin handles every week sort of a video tailored around what they're selling. On top
I have
of
a
lot of
I have a
regular-
community challenge.
What is the challenge?
Artwork.
Artwork.
Send in artwork.
What artwork
Just
do you want?
something you drew from Destiny. It can be bad. It can be good. Maybe we could share it. I think that'd be cool.
What's the
I
address?
love artwork.
All right.
Destiny@ign.com.
Okay, you heard
Send
it.
something you drew.
Send something you drew. Headline: This is for Destin. Subject line: This is a picture for Destin.
Pics. Oh God.
Don't do
No.
that. I don't know what you're asking for here,
no.
but I think you're going to be the only man
no.
on this show the way this is going. Don't do it. All right, but then again, thank you very much for listening. Again, head on over to iTunes, leave us feedback. There's a Facebook community you should absolutely join, especially if you're trying to get Flawless Raider. And on top of that, Destin is a very active member in the Destiny community, so you
I
can
am.
definitely find him. I won't be until I move, but I will be moving soon. And that's it, Guardians. Thanks again for listening, and we will be back next week with more Fireteam Chat.
Guardians out. I'm gonna keep doing it. I'm gonna keep doing it.